So hello guys, and we are back at it. So let's get into our second game of this best of 7. Even though Singapore is up by 2, this is the revenge match we have been waiting for actually. And I'm very excited for this one because I gotta say, for Ocschos, he should have better internet right now. So no more excuses. It's time to get into revenge mode against Yakuzaku. We are gonna go on to a macro-based map though, Isochrome LE, and I can say that Ocschos might have a really good time in a map like this. He's very macro-focused as we've seen before, and we'll find out if Yaku can bring in the crank and bring in the damage. Still though, Singapore is up by 2, and if they can get this victory, they are gonna be in such a dominant state that we have to see another Herculean effort there from the side of Vietnam. But the TVZ again, and looking into a matchup like this, you know, you can always go 2 ways. There are those barracks pushes, there are also the tech pushes, and it really just depends on what you're comfortable with. But for now, this is game number 2. Even though it's a 2-0, we call it game number 3, whatever. And it is time to see what the diamonds are all about between Yakuzaku and Ocschos. So hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back into the grand finals. We are going to be getting into this game. We are going to be getting into this matchup. What is going to be the call here? Can Vietnam get one back? Or will it be Singapore getting a substantial? Introducing first. On the bottom left, as we said before, you might know this guy from his voice. The deeper one there on the cranky duckling side, hailing from Singapore, doing a really good job covering so much of the SC2 scene alongside the cranky ducklings. He has won it out before, and he's looking to do so again. It is Singapore's Yakuzaku. And his opponents. Here on the top right. Bringing in the 8s, even his clan tag going for it. This guy, he is a macro master in hand, and we'll see if he can get his revenge. Better internet perhaps might be the way to go, but it is our yellow third, Ocschos. So Ocschos versus Yakuzaku, take 2, Electric Boogaloo. And we got a lot of expectations here for Ocschos because, you know, he's been a vital member of the SCAL after the initial 8-8 nats we gave him from the last weekend to some good performances, especially a while ago winning it out against Team Malaysia. Then, you know, this might be his time. This might be his momentum. As we said before, it's time for him to try and bring in a little bit more of his flavor, get some better macro on, because the last time we saw him against Yakuzaku, his timers were also wrong because of those latency issues. He was floating on so much minerals, and Yakuzaku knows exactly what his opponent wants to do. He's already setting up an SCV there just to get in the way. At the same time, there we go with the Reaper. So I like his here from Yaku. He knows that his opponent does love to play that macro-based economy, and he is going to be looking at scouting information on. Queen, though, pops up in time, a far cry from what we see last time, and already we know this game is going to be better for the Vietnam side. On the other side, though, Yakuzaku, not slipping up whatsoever. 2 base already with the racks, with the factory. Trying to get a little bit of the setup yet again, and looking to make sure that at very least he will have all those tech options that he wants in the first place. On the other side though, it's going to be a reactor right beside the factory, so double pump Hellions was something he went on before, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him do so again. Still though, for Ocschos, he does have the tendency to get the carapace on some scouting. Gonna be pretty interesting to say the least. For now though, a little bit of a reprieve on both sides. We're seeing some good macro-based play. Try to basically go for the build order here and there. And, you know, Metabolic Boost is going to be online and ready to go. Carapace, though, in the meantime, will be upgraded as well. We'll find out if this is going to be enough scouting, to say the least, for our Vietnamese player. Because Yakuzaku is just having a field day, getting those mules, enjoying his time under the limelights. And he is also going to get that Liberator up and running at the same time. Interesting though, tech lab already onto the Marine, so I wouldn't be surprised to see an early upgrade here from Yaku. And Ocschos spots that one out, is expecting maybe some aggression there, because the double pumped Hellions are going to be a scary force to reckon with. So the Ling's in position, and there we go with the creep spread we've been looking for. Ocschos is gearing up for a proper defense. And I can't wait to see what next is on the list. He is going to go for 3 base into Roach Warren. But interesting enough, he's not going to go for Laird Tech. So this does mean he will have to rely on creep spread to make sure that these Roaches are going to be in position if need be. Reconstitution, a very vital upgrade for any single battle. And there we go with the Lair, going to get upgraded up very soon. There we go though with the Surround as well. And Ocschos just controlling that one right. But Yakuzaku right now with the Hot Wheels looking to get a push on. It's time for the Autobots to roll on in and move on out. Time for them to try and get the burn on yet again. And we'll find out soon if this can be Yakuzaku's show. Because these are going to be the Hellions in position. Looking for the cook on up yet again. Trying to get the burn on down one more time. And goodbye to the Lynx. The matchup we're going in favor of Yaku so far. But with this Roach cycle next on the list. And I love the transition there from the third to the second. There we're going with the chase. One drone gets flambéed. But these queens are in position to defend. And Yakuzaku cannot get the bailout play just like last time. In essence though, I do like the Hellion commitment there from Yaku. Any single time that these Roaches are out of position, he can go for the burn, and he can get into those mineral lines. But Ocschos is doing a really good job to keep control of this, and he is going to intercept these Hellions yet again. There we go with the Roaches in position. Scan comes online to try and get the cook up onto the Creep Tumors. And Ocschos says, okay, sure, use the scan. I'll go for Creep Tumors again. And our Zerg is set on up to go for a good game so far, except that these drones, so we're taking a little bit of a break. For now, though, seems like command center up in front. Yakuzaku saw the third. He has to respond in kind and get his own kind of base going. But with the +1/+1 looking to go online here for Ocschos, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go on the offensive very, very soon. Still the Queens, making sure the Lowe's Larva are coming online. And what is next here for both of our players? Seems like for Yaku, he's gonna get the 7 to 8 minute mark upgrade scenario, which is pretty much standard in a Marine composition. He gets Stim Pack, he gets Combat Shield, he also goes for Twin Engineering Base, so he will get the 1/1/1/1 upgrade into this set, and he should be good to go with a Marine Siege Tank push. A few Marauders as well to add things up to the collection. But basically, the big bulk of units here for the Terran has to be the Marines and the Shock Cannons from Yakuzaku. All about positioning when you have this kind of commitment, when you have this kind of composition. Siege Tank do a lot more damage than Marauders, that's for sure, but they aren't as mobile because you want to set them up. And for Yaku, he needs to make sure he can defend against these Roaches. The thing to note though, for Ocschos, he doesn't have any Ravagers yet, so this might be a little bit of a conundrum for him when he sees those immobile units. And there we go, gonna finally get the Ravagers online. But those upgrades are coming online at the same time. Look at that! The tab on the right side saying that, hey, things are gonna be happening very, very soon. And here we go with Ocschos pushing on forward. Siege Tank still in position. Roach is going to be there as well. That's going to be a lot of damage though onto the bulk there again. And SCV is going to be going on down. Ravager is still onto the right side. And this is Ocschos now. Double the army count. The Marines were not ready for it. Yakuzaku caught napping there. And even though he got the setup on, this is Ocschos hungry for revenge. He's going on over to the main base, making it land on down yet again. Goodbye to the wall. And goodbye to some of these units. Because Ocschos is keeping the flood on over. More siege tanks going on down. And it seems like revenge is on the dish. Best served cold here by our Vietnamese side. Marauder will fall. No, it gets saved by the medevac there. And the SCVs are pulled to try and clean up these Ravagers. But my oh my, Ocschos timing that one right. And just that little bit more there from Ocschos. He got the +1 a little earlier than his opponent. He got rid of the infantry in that instance. And now he is just reaping the rewards and doing all he can and more. More of these Roaches right now getting the DPS on. 22 SCVs have gone down. And Yakuzaku looking more like a rubber ducky rather than a big menacing one instead. He's getting squeezed dry by Ocschos right now. And it is just looking to be the killing blow here for our Zerg. This is what the power of latency is. This is the power of green ping. And this is the power of Ocschos pushing forward. Give him a little dance because he is in position. But I love the funnel here from Yakuzaku. He's using the buildings right now to make sure he can minimize the DPS there on the other side. But it doesn't matter. Triple the army count. And this is a gift that keeps on giving. More and more of Roaches coming online. This is a rally point. And this is a supply depot falling there. And the supply is just astronomical in between these two players. This is still though what Vietnam needs. They really needed a win on their book. And basically, Ocschos right now just to finish his things up. He had a rally point a while ago. He's like, okay, I'm winning. I just need to make sure I finish the fights. And he's gonna go at it again. Really good funnel again, though, here from Yakuzaku. This is one thing our Terran player is doing impressively, and I'd love to see Ocschos actually get some Ravagers to bust this down. He is just going at it, and by this point in time, it doesn't matter. So yeah, since he has 4 times the army, you can just rally point, you can close your eyes, you can just keep spamming that R key for Roach, and then you win. And there you go. It's proven right here. He eventually is able to penetrate on through. And I believe this is game, set, and match. Yakuzaku putting up good fights. And GG well played. Ocschos proving that he is here to stay and slay. And he will get the first points on the board for Vietnam. There you go. This is why you don't leave Ocschos right there. And victory for the side of Vietnam. They really needed that one to get one back. And I gotta commend, of course, the macro play from Ocschos yet again. Good defenses there. Good know-how also. Really responding in so many ways. Getting the Queen in time. Getting the Roach in time. Transitioning the drones in time. Everything was timed right there by Ocschos. And really commendable from our Vietnamese player. Spam those 8s if you think Ocschos is great. And hey, Yakuzaku trying to execute yet again in a similar way, but this time was read by his opponent. Gotta commend Yakudo as well. He's trying to find a little bit of that potential, and you can see he's very cookie cutter. He's timing things to a T, but it just wasn't enough. Ocschos was able to make it happen out of nowhere, and you know that 10-second difference between upgrades? That was it. That was it. Perfect timing push, perfect timing attack from Ocschos, finally getting one on the board there. For the side of Vietnam, we can finally give them a win token after everything has been said and done. And Yakuzaku, the one falling on over, but a good effort nonetheless. This is a 2-1 scoreline right now, though. So anything can still happen. Anyone can win. And as we said before, we are doing all the games anyway. So we are going to be making sure everyone is represented on both teams. But there you go, guys. Wins for Singapore. Dark and Pure with that first victory. But Ocschos turning things around. That one map by, though, still a difference maker. And our next game on the list will be a TVP. This time between Ashen One and Lazy Titan. Who will win it out in our second Master game? We'll find out very soon. We'll be right back for the Grand Finals of the Southeast Asian League.